There's an auto repair shop called Royalty Auto Service out of Georgia who had a customer come in called Annette. Annette had bought a GMC Terrain. This vehicle is known to have problems, and it has mechanical problems. The problem is she only bought this vehicle a few months ago, and she overpaid for it. And now the warranty isn't covering the work that needs to be done. Take a look.
All right, Dad, we're here on a Sunday. And
just for this.
We're
not working.
And all I can just say is, wow.
I mean, yeah, this has been absolutely incredible. I mean, you guys have just come through like we could not even imagine. As of right now, as we're filming this, it's at $140,000. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. You guys have changed this woman's life, I promise you. We're going to get with her on Tuesday. And I'm hoping that she has no idea what's happening right now. I don't know. We haven't heard anything from her.
We're hoping that the algorithm is so smart that it intentionally didn't let her see.
She's got her vehicle back. We did have to put the other wheel bearing on it because once we got the one side on, test drove with the other, it was just so loud before you couldn't tell. So she got two wheel bearings on it, two tires. So she's driving the vehicle now, and we have not spoken to her because she came actually on Friday to pick that up. Actually, one of our guys, Eric, he came in on Friday and did her wheel bearing for her, her other wheel bearing for her.
For those who don't know, we're not open on Friday.
Yeah, we're not open on Friday. So he came and did that. On Tuesday, she's going to come in. We've already kind of set that up. Marty called her and said, hey, can you come in on Tuesday in the morning? And I'm hoping that she's thinking she's coming in here just to talk about the car and the next steps for that. What we want to do is surprise her with this, obviously. We're going to make sure she's sitting down. And we're hoping, we'll definitely do a video on that while to get, I know you guys want to see the reaction. Of course, everybody does. And then our plan is, now, of course, this is for her, but our plan is this. We want to surprise her with the money, then talk to her about what our recommendations are on vehicles, take her to Jacksonville, and find a good vehicle for her. I'm hoping that it's going to be somewhere in the $25,000 to $30,000 range for the vehicle because she does have to pay off the one she's got now, which is $13,000, and just trade that in. And then
we do not recommend buying brand new cars. I know a lot of people want us to do that because they want the warranty and stuff like that. Yeah. We're going to try to look for like a certified pre-owned vehicle. Yeah. Maybe a Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Mazda, Lexus, something like that.
If we can get her a good car with 50,000 miles on it or less, something even in that range for the 25 to 30,000 mile, $25 to $30,000 mark, that's going to be a good car. It's not going to have any issues with it, and it'll last her a long time as long as it's a good brand, and we'll make sure of that. We don't want her to just buy something new just because she's got this money. Remember, this is a lot of money. I get it. This is a ton of money. This is an incredible amount of money you guys have done. I can't even believe it. You guys just stepped right up. But we all know that somebody could get this kind of money and go through it very, very quickly. So we want to get her a good car. We want to get her out of the one she's in. We want to try to find her a financial advisor, somebody that can help her manage this kind of money so that it's not just some short-term thing and all of a sudden people are coming out of the woodwork, and you know how that can be. So
yeah, and we don't know her housing situation. We don't know any of it. So there's a lot of things that we have to figure out on our end as well.
Yep. Because
she might need help in that regard. So that's how we're going to figure out how we can use the money wisely to be able to, put her in the best situation possible.
We're not, just so you guys understand, we're not touching this money. This is all for her. It's going straight to her, right? So she's going to do with it. I mean, that's what you guys did. You gifted it to her. But we were hoping that she's going to take this advice and stuff.
She's gonna.
I really do think she's going to.
She's gonna. And the goal is to go to the dealer with her.
Yeah.
And we'll film it if she's cool with it.
The dealer will let us.
Yeah, that too. We're gonna film the car buying, experience, and we'll see when they try to sell her the warranty and everything, how that goes.
I doubt they're gonna let us in that room with a camera.
Probably not. We'll see though.
That'd be really fun though.
That would be cool.
So, anyway, thank you so much. This is just absolutely, we do these videos and we have fun with them, and sometimes we don't have fun with them, but we always think something positive comes out of them. And it's just been incredible to know that, like Sherwood said it a minute ago, it's like we have doing this stuff, right? And we have, all you guys follow us and you like us and you comment, all that kind of stuff. Now it feels like just everybody's family. I mean, everybody just went like, let's just chip in. Let's just help somebody out,
Yeah.
So it's
been cool
really
to see everybody come together.
Oh my gosh! I mean, we were sitting there watching it over the last couple of days, like, holy moly! I mean,
We were not expecting that.
No.
We expected to probably be able to get her a decent used vehicle.
Yeah.
That was what we expected.
Yes.
$25,000-$30,000. We were hoping for that.
really hoping that we could pay this one off and get her something decent used.
Yeah. That's what
Now
we're
you
hoping for.
guys have changed her life.
Yeah.
Changed her life for the better.
You just really want to call her right now, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to make sure. I want to see if she knows. I want to kind of feel it out here a little bit.
Okay. All right. So follow-up video incoming. We'll post them back to back. So if you're seeing this, then you'll see the next one in the next 10 minutes.
There you go.
Those gentlemen really are using their imagination on how to help this lady out. That's really cool to see.
Tells me that they are more than just service dealers for cars. They really care about their customers and they want to do the right thing by them. And I think that's probably why they have such a massive following on social media. People feel connected to them.
It's cool to see when they put out this need, too, how generous people were in stepping up and helping. I mean, raising $140,000 for this lady, that's no small amount. They were hoping for just enough to be able to buy her a new used car that was going to be reliable and to get out of the one that she's in. This was above and beyond.
Americans are so generous. And, they were much more generous before taxes took a lot of their income out to help people that are financially struggling. And I can't imagine any government program that would do what these gentlemen are doing for this lady.
Not as effectively.
So here we have the facts. She is a single mother. She has a daughter who's just graduated from high school and a 10-year-old daughter. She has a car that is not working. She's got to pay it off and they're going to go and take her to go find a new car. Notice they didn't select a car for her. They want her to be happy with the car, but they also want to make sure she gets a good and reliable car with the gift she has been given. So they're going to take her shopping to get a car.
That's a hallmark of somebody who really knows what they're doing. When they have expertise in an area, they're not going to force that on somebody else. That tends to be manipulation. They're coming alongside of her to help her go shopping for a car. We already know she didn't do so great the first time around, so let's help her get it right the second time around. That's a wonderful way.
Yeah, well, she didn't do great, but she also got deceived somehow, somewhere along the line, and they want to protect her from that. And that is remarkable.
She bought an overpriced car to begin with, but the payments that she's paying on this car, 17% interest, she's going to pay close to $22,000 for this car when it's all said and done if she keeps it.
Which obviously she's not going to need to keep it now. And she had this huge amount of money raised for her, this huge gift. She could just go buy the fanciest car ever, but they're saying, no, you don't need that. They want to help her get a used car, a used and reliable car, and then be able to use the rest of that gift to improve her financial life in other areas.
What should she do with the rest of it? They're talking about connecting her with a financial planner. How might that turn out?
So getting a financial planner for her can be a really good thing if that financial planner sits down with her like we would and find out what her long-term plans are.
Yeah.
And how to use that money so that it's guaranteed to be there for her in the future when she has other needs or opportunities that arise in her life.
You want somebody that's going to come alongside, kind of like they're going to the car dealership with her. That's what you want in a financial planner too, or somebody that's going to be a financial guide and not just somebody that gives you a canned recommendation.
So many financial planners also want to lock up people's money until the future. Someday in the future. And while it's good to have money in savings, it's also good if we can learn to manage our money to improve our life right now. And if they can get someone to come alongside her to plan for the future, but also to show her how to manage that money today so that she can enjoy it now and in the future, then that's ideal. And that's where infinite banking and using whole life insurance for the future and also for today is so ideal. So now let's just say that Annette has purchased her car and now she comes to us with $100,000 of the 140. What would we advise her? What would you advise her, Tom?
Well, one of the first things we're going to find out is, where is Annette's income? What is she producing right now? What's happening in her life? What are her expenses? Because we always go back to the 10-20-70 principle to find out if this person's life is balanced financially. So if she's making an adequate income, she's paying over $300 for the existing car she has. Shouldn't she continue to pay that to herself for this new car that she's going to get, this new used car, and so that she can recoup that money so that it will be there for her in the future? Based on what we know right now, she's affording that $360 payment a month. So why shouldn't she continue to put that toward life insurance that's going to protect her family? It's also going to give her the opportunity to have use of that money again in the future. What we're going to do with the $100,000, that depends on a lot of other questions we don't know about her right now. But it might be that we just encourage her to lock that up in some guaranteed fund that's going to give her a high interest rate until she gets her financial feet under her.
Something going through my mind too, she's paying 17% interest right now on this car loan. She might have other debts like credit card debts that she has very high interest rates. And it might be wise to take some of that 100,000, pay off those debts. And now what she has been paying to the credit card company, that could also apply towards a whole life insurance policy where she can recoup that money that she's been spending. So there are a lot of different options that could be available to her to change what's happening in her life right now to improve her condition. But we have to know where she's at to know what we would recommend for her future.
It's also possible, and we don't know her housing situation, but maybe she's renting a home right now. So possibly some of this could be used as a down payment on a home, and now she could actually be building equity with what she's paying in rent right now. If she makes that as a mortgage payment, maybe she could be building equity toward her future instead of just paying rent all of the time going forward. So that may be a use for the money as well.
It's interesting as we talk to people too, sometimes we find hidden things that don't necessarily seem like a financial problem, but sometimes people want to move closer to their families or they really want to change their jobs because they just don't like their job. And this money coming in could provide that opportunity. Maybe she wants to move closer to family, or maybe if she had a little more money, she would feel secure in doing some different things so that she could have a better job. So a lot of those things we can take into account, and this gift that has been given to her is really wonderful. And we want to see that just continue in the best way possible. And until we talk to her and find out what her goals are and what her situation is, we don't know what the best thing to do with her money is right now.
Right now, Annette doesn't even know she has this money because it's all a secret. And when it gets dumped on her, it's going to be very exciting, I'm sure, but it's also going to be really hard for her to imagine what she's going to do with all of it. And that can be a dangerous thing if she doesn't have the knowledge of how money works. That's what we do at McPhee Insurance, is help people try to get the knowledge and stimulate their imagination so they can do what's comfortable for them, so that money continues to work for them for the rest of their life.
So here we have Sherwood. He's great at auto repair. He runs a wonderful business, and he's also very astute with finances. He realizes that this money coming in could do a lot to improve her life, but he also realizes it could disappear, or that there could be all kinds of people coming in wanting to get their hands on that money to direct it here and there, get it in their control for their profit. But he really wants this gift that his followers have given to benefit Annette.
So Sherwood really has gone the extra mile here. You know, he could have just replaced the wheel bearings, take no concern about the customer. But the fact is, he cares about Annette, and he probably cares about all of his customers just like that. And that's why he's so good at his business.
You can follow along on this story, the Royalty Auto Service on Instagram or Royalty Auto Service on TikTok, and see how this story develops.